I think you don't drink Monster.
Yeah, I drink 2 in the morning. I don't do it for caffeine
Ew.
though. Yeah,
Just for the
I don't do it.
love of the game.
I do it for the B12.
Yes.
beat-
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Quest.
B12 is important.
You gotta have it, brother.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah, we're ready. Go, sir. Sorry.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready, George?
Yes.
Did you get your B12?
This is a
today?
perfect intro.
Yeah,
Perfect.
this is actually very, very casual. This is how we actually do. Before
I
we
love it.
start the recording. But anyways, welcome to Quest Unplayed, everyone. We're 3 gamers, talk about everything and anything about games. And have
Maybe
fun
4?
together.
Maybe
plus-
4. I might be a gamer. I don't know.
Yeah. Plus,
Maybe
we usually
that
have guests.
Kirby's a gamer back there.
Yeah,
point.
we have 5 then, and that's about it.
He's so soft.
He looks very soft. He looks like a very huggable Kirby. I have one over there.
I can only have huggable things.
It's important.
Yourself as well. Anyways, I am the co-host of Quest Unplayed, George, and this quest is joined by Anthony,
Hey everyone.
That's Anthony up there.
Zach with
Hi, I'm Zach. Hi.
You Zach? I thought you were Bob.
I could be both. Whatever you want me to be.
Bob or Zach.
Yeah, like when that I put on that uniform for you.
How about this? If you do podcasts on Monday, you become Bob's on Monday.
Let's throw it off a little bit. I like that.
Okay.
I like that plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How about like the weekdays you do become a Bob?
How about I'm only Bob when I'm doing janitorial work?
That makes sense too. Okay, that's a good.
Bob the janitor. It's like Bob the Builder. Could be your own new spin-off show.
Hey, I can build it. Wait, no, that was Wreck-It Ralph, I believe. I can fix it.
I could clean it.
Clean it.
Oh gosh. Anyways,
poop-stick's gone.
We have another guest today, Chandler. Welcome to the show.
Hello. Hi.
Hi, Chandler.
Good to be here.
All right.
Hello.
So this one
to
is
see
going
you.
to be very interesting because
Okay,
we're
good to meet you all.
full
Thank you for having me. Sorry.
It's going to be super interesting.
Yeah, because we're all full of energy today. They had too much sugar. But anyways,
It's B12. It's not sugar.
okay.
I don't.
B12.
I do the non-sugar ones.
Yeah.
Okay,
I-
B12. If you're watching this, holla at us.
B12's
free product.
a nutrient.
Oh, I mean, no. What's the product called then?
Monster.
Oh,
But I
Monster.
had a ghost. I actually had a ghost today too.
oh. I thought B12
No,
was
that's-
the product name. Like I was like B12, like the
No,
product.
B12's for
You
your
can get a
nervous.
B12 supplement.
Yeah, like
B12 is for your nervous system. Yeah, but they don't taste as good.
okay.
you know.
Anyways, Monster, if you're watching this, please give us free product. But anyways,
What flavor though? What color can do you want? They have
Okay.
the pink one. They have the
I
black
do
one.
the original green top, no sugar
Okay.
ones.
Okay. OG.
I don't know why. I always go back to original. But for Ghost,
Oh.
I do the Welch's. Welch's grape. I don't know why, but I'm addicted to it.
Doesn't the Ghost also have like a Starburst flavor one or something?
My other second Ghost is cherry limeade. That stuff is. But I like
Cherry?
my tart. I like a tart.
You
I like a
know,
little tart.
whoever invented cherry
George's-
limeade, it's amazing.
so
I love
like,
cherry limeade.
I don't do any of these soda or.
Good for you.
So,
Better
like
off.
that's why I'm like I have no idea what.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
how
says
about
that.
When-
He says that, but I saw him in Texas.
Yeah,
Do
but
you
like
do
when I was
kombucha?
in, I would drink beer.
Oh,
and
I love
stuff.
kombucha.
Like I don't.
Kombucha's
coffee,
amazing.
beer.
Makes me poop though. Kombucha.
That's the point. It's
Thanks
supposed
for
to.
sharing your story, Zach.
Prebiotic, probiotic. Yeah.
All right. Are you guys ready? This podcast is sponsored by Minimap, your ultimate gaming hub and
Yes.
gaming companion app. Sync your game accounts, make your game a collection, connect with other gamers, and do anything and everything on Minimap, and just hang out with us. We're always there.
It's very
Yeah,
cool.
come in.
All right, ready for
I like
the
it.
sponsor video?
I'm excited for the music.
Oh, heck yes.
Let's see, I got a couple parts in here I really like.
Do you actually have a part in there?
That's one of them. Right there.
It is a very cool service.
The other one was pretty catchy too.
Is GTA coming out this year? Next year? 2 years? 8 years?
Nothing like running around beating up. Never mind. Oh wait, here comes the best part.
Ah,
Minimap, your ultimate gaming hub.
nice.
All right. It's like
That smooth voice.
It's super cool. It's a great, great video.
George, I think you could have been in a K-pop group. I'm just saying.
no,
Yeah.
How's your dancing?
I'm too old and ugly for that. They probably have
Not
Too
true.
old and ugly.
erotic,
Not true.
Well, I don't know. I've heard in South Korea, like the beauty trends are like really harsh. But I think you're beautiful enough, man. But look at me. I'm a turtle.
Thank you so much. How is everyone doing today? I see that everyone is like
Having the worst day ever.
Oh, no.
You look so happy.
I'm just kidding. I'm having a great day. I'm okay.
Good.
Nobody freak out.
Good. I was about to freak out. Thank you for telling me not to.
I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad
Yeah.
you didn't.
Yeah.
Then I would have felt bad.
Good. You should have felt bad, honestly, for leading me on like that. Either way, I'm doing well too. I'm doing okay. Had a semi-long day, but it was
Ooh.
good. Yeah,
I hate long days.
I know. Well, they're semi-long.
How's the game development going?
It's going. I've really shifted a lot of my time to my disc installing business, which is Wetheindies.
Yeah.
I made the demo for Foxtale, which obviously we'll talk about in the future, not right now. But I tried getting funding for that. It's hard to get funding, especially in this kind of industry environment. And in a way to also get funding, or in a different way, I'm trying to do Wetheindies, but also help out other indie devs that are around there by giving them a new way of getting funding and stuff. But we'll talk about that later. I'm sorry.
Wow.
This isn't the segment.
That's awesome.
No, hey, I like that.
I mean, I already like that.
Yeah,
Good. I'm happy.
that's it. Cut. We're done. No,
Cool.
that's it. We're
Okay,
good.
sweet.
Okay,
Bye.
everyone,
Get it?
this
Got
is it. See you next week. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it was good. No, I like. That wasn't bad.
Yeah. So, I mean, you did mention a little bit about We the Indie, but could you tell us a little bit about yourself and the game? I guess more focused.
Yeah, for sure. I guess a bit about myself. My name's Chandler. I'm 29. Crazy to think about. And this was actually the first game I ever made. Foxtale. I've been a gamer all my life, but I was in film for the longest time, and worked in Los Angeles. I actually worked in esports. I don't know if anybody knows. I mean, it's stupid. Obviously, most people know Gears of War. I worked with the esports team in Gears 4 and 5, which was a great time. And I filmed and traveled to all their events. I interviewed hundreds of players and backstage crew, the MLG cast, the stage crew, Golden Boys, just tons of people. And it was a great time, and I loved it. But then COVID hit, and the whole film world I had to kind of take a step away from it. But I refound a new love in playing games, or making games, I should say, and playing them. I need to try and find more time to play games, honestly. Nobody told me that when you become a game developer, you can never play games. It's rough. But no, it's been a fun journey. It's crazy how much you can actually kind of bridge from the film world into the gaming world, just in terms of storytelling, in terms of writing the scripts and stuff like that. But obviously there's the interactive factor into it all that I think a lot of people miss out on, especially people moving from the film to the gaming world. I think about I forgot the guy's name, Quantic Dream, Heavy Rain. That's obviously a great example of that kind of film thing. And I didn't know too, if one of my favorite games of all time, what was it called? Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. There's a remake coming out of it soon. That one was made by a film director, and that has incredible interaction to it, but also has an incredible story. So I hope I'm kind of bridging that kind of gap between film and gaming with Foxtale. It's something I love. I love the game so much. I love the characters. I love the world. I don't know. I'm assuming the trailer was playing. It's paused on my screen right now, but it's a great time. Otherwise, I feel like I've been talking forever though. So if you have any questions, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're
Yeah,
good. Yeah, no, we
that's
let you
amazing.
roll.
Cool.
We
Thanks.
would literally
I
let
can
you
roll
go the whole
forever.
time and just be like,
I
yeah, well,
don't.
that's,
Don't let
that's
me.
it for
Don't
the.
let me.
I was about to we can just leave and
So,
come back to you.
Gears of War is not esport anymore, though, is it?
It's not. And I'll talk openly about it. I mean, it's
'Cause
COVID.
that was a dope sport.
Sorry, say that again.
It was a dope esport.
Oh,
I
it
used to love
was. It
watching
was.
Gears
It
of
was
War.
awesome. It was great. It was nothing else like it, especially since they allowed the trash talking in between teams, where Call of Duty was a bit more professional and stuff. It was great, and the players were real, not talents, but also like they're real people, and they had. And I filmed them and followed their stories for 4 seasons. They were great people, everyone.
Nothing was worse than getting owned in Gears of War and then someone just garbage talking you.
Oh yeah, it's nothing else, like it, especially on land.
It was
But-
massive. It was massively brutal. They're like chainsawing you. Like, you like that? I'm like, no,
Yeah.
stop it.
It's crazy. But no, Microsoft, after COVID, one of the first things that kind of got taken out, and this was with across the board, not just Microsoft, but was the marketing budget. And esports was a big kind of, it wasn't a moneymaker for most companies that do esports. It was really just a way to market their game and to get people to push for their game. And that makes total sense. So after COVID hits, we finished out that season and everything like that, but there was really nothing else with it just because they're moving on to other stuff. E-Day looks great, though. I think I'm really excited for that, and I think that the whole coalition team is. I think they're going to do a great job. A lot of talented people there.
Okay. Yeah.
Awesome.
Going back to what you said about film directors making video games, did you know that Steven Spielberg made Medal of Honor series?
No, I could
So
totally
he
see that.
founded he founded the
Wow.
studio DreamWorks Interactive, which is the game studio for Medal of Honor, and he's the one who
Wow.
founded that studio.
That's amazing.
But he didn't have a hand in making the game, though, besides buying it.
Well, I mean, he founded it and then did the whole, like the whole film and everything. I mean, think about it. He was actually there making sure everything is going there, like
Yeah.
to get for the first release in 1999.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
Similar to Steve Jobs with Pixar, I guess. Kind of a similar
Mm.
kind of. Yeah.
I
Or
don't know
not
about
like-
that.
Well, I don't know, but not hands on, but at least like more of an overseeing.
I'm just picking on Anthony.
Oh.
Anyways, yeah,
I agree.
You can
It
pick on me,
sounds
too.
great.
Yeah, I mean it's
That's super
all-
cool.
Yeah, thank you for sharing your story. Actually, I also
That's actually super cool. Yeah.
yeah, I also worked in the esports scene
But-
as well.
And I was going to say, yeah, George, go ahead. Tell him about your esports stuff.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it.
I was I was a translator for the League of Legends Championship Korea League back
Wait,
in 2016.
You never told me that.
That's super
I
cool.
did. So,
He
like,
told me
you know,
that. He told me this.
He told me he did it for basketball too.
Yeah, basketball.
Yeah, basketball too.
Professional basketball team, and then esports. I worked there with. In Korea they have something called a TV channel dedicated only for like gamers. So it's called OGN.
Oh, like our old school G4 before it got shut down.
Yeah, similar probably. I mean,
I
but,
love G4.
I did work for
Isn't
OGN.
G- I think G4's
so
back.
I did all the
It is.
It might be.
for
I think it is.
um,
But that's super cool, though.
interviews and stuff. So I did meet with Faker and all these
Nice.
the famous esports players at the time. So
That's super
That's
cool.
awesome. Super cool.
Yeah, I didn't actually know that. He never told me that. And we're actually related, so
Ready?
I'm a little pissed. Yeah.
Esports is a great world, though. I would love to see it come back in full force. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Overwatch.
I love esports.
Overwatch esports is still around, but the previous league system had its faults, but it was still pretty cool. And then I would love to see esports come back in a big way now that things are kind of getting more normal again, or at least in new normal, whatever you want to call it.
I mean, I think it's like still in Asia though. Like League of Legends
Yes.
is pretty.
Yes,
pretty-
100%.
very big. Right now, it's the esports World Cup is happening right now in Saudi Arabia.
Cool. I think more like
Yeah.
homegrown stuff. Like I Gears of War was really big, and it's the whole esports scene started by just a lot of passionate players who just like got around and made their own tournaments. And I would love to see that kind of come back again, like in some way.
You guys know what I'm gonna say.
Did you know?
Say it.
What?
They know what I'm gonna talk
Fun
about. But
fact.
no,
I don't know.
I had two things actually. So Xbox, the only reason I ever bought my first Xbox was Gears of War. And did you know that the reason why? So I think it is. I mean, League of Legends, I think, is doing okay. But did you guys know that like Rocket League is one of the most successful esports scene there is because of the way they manage their money, and so the way Overwatch League was doing their money is the reason why you're not seeing a lot of people wanting to invest and do it.
I believe it. Rocket League that's owned by Epic now.
I think it always was, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Because it came off the Epic thingy, didn't it?
I don't know if they were originally. It was probably. I don't think they were originally owned by Epic. But still, though, it's good to know that they're still managing their money well.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's actually a formula to how, like, you know, like in the NFL, if you buy a football jersey, right, that money actually goes to the NFL. But what the NFL does, it distributes all of its merchandising fund towards all the teams, right? And so the teams get paid a little extra for like winning games and all that other stuff. But if you buy a football league or a football team, you're going to always get some money. That's just how it is. So some teams are going to get more money than others. Overwatch, when you buy a team, you only make money if you actually win a game or get like second place. You never win. You don't win any money. And then Overwatch keeps all of its proceeds for its merchandise.
Got you.
So that's why a lot of people are like, then you got to play the players, and then the players make more money as content creators. So
Rocket League is owned by Epic.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But guess who's the biggest shareholder of Epic is?
I don't know the name of the company. Yeah.
No, it's
Microsoft?
Disney.
Disney.
Disney invested $1.5 billion into Epic Games.
When though?
That's crazy.
At what point?
That's back in 2024 when they did that whole announcement on Epic. You remember Epic did that whole announcement about bringing Star Wars,
yeah, I remember that.
Marvel,
That's
all that.
right.
Oh, that
Haven't
was
seen
like
anything
part
about
of
that
the
since.
investment.
That's their
Okay.
project, that $1.5 billion project.
But it feels like, you know, $1.5 billion isn't much of an investment in terms of like how big Epic
I mean,
is.
Yeah, I mean it is. If they own a small percentage.
Yeah, small
of the-
percentage.
it's
I
like-
mean, I wasn't.
Yeah, I
thinking,
mean it's
you
like
know,
it's like
10%.
10 cents owning everyone.
Bro.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
wow.
Riot
You
Games
guys-
has been a Chinese company for a while now.
It's 100% now.
100%. Yep.
You guys want to
Wow.
know the list of the most popular esports by viewership right now?
Please.
By esports charts, very first one is Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
I know that.
Second's League of Legends, and 3 is Counter Strike, and 4 is Valorant.
Okay.
Makes
Valley.
sense.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
Mobile Legend Bang Bang is big in China, so like everyone in China probably watches that.
I tried to tell George I played Mobile Legends Bang Bang, and he's like, "What the hell is that?"
I actually did not
was
know
like-
that. But then, like, you know, I was actually writing an article about, you know, esports World Cup that's happening right now. They actually have a section for Mobile Legend Bang Bang. So like, I was like, oh, this is really, really big then. I mean, they have like Valorant, obviously.
I'm almost
League of
mythic
Legends
again.
and all the different like games here and there. But like, I didn't know that was like global level. I thought it was like all local, like in China. But like, I guess.
I actually didn't
That's super
expect that
cool.
to be the first one. I knew it was popular, but I didn't expect it to be the first one.
Yeah.
It's not the most money though. It's just the most watched.
Yeah. So you know, I don't know.
The
Cool.
most money is Counter Strike by a lot.
That makes sense.
Always.
Did
It's always going to be
know,
Counter Strike.
That game-
Jeep
that
actually
game, right.
worked on Counter Strike. Remember our
Mom,
first
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think you told us
I
that.
remember.
I think you
Yeah,
told us. Yeah.
Yeah, he was like one of the person who worked on Counter Strike. But anyways,
Did he make the flashbangs? Because Jeep, why?
Actually,
but are you ready to take the gamer type quiz now?
Yes, he
Oh,
is.
sure. I've been ready
Anything,
since you
did
first
you have
told
anything
me.
to add? I thought you
no,
said-
go ahead. I'm
Okay.
searching something
Okay.
while you do this.
Welcome to our famous gamer type quiz. Dun, dun,
I'm
dun.
so
We should probably
excited.
have like a BGM for this, like dun dun dun.
I'm trying to see
God.
something I found.
Yeah. Are you ready, Chandler?
Oh yeah, am I timed? Is it like a Scantron
No,
test?
there's no time.
Okay. Okay.
All right. The first question. It's finally the weekend after a long, tiring week. Do you ask a friend to play a video game together, or do you need to spend quality time alone?
I'm always gonna spend a little time alone before asking to play games. Always. But I'll play games afterwards. But
Okay.
still.
But
Yeah.
okay.
My first instinct will definitely be that.
Okay. Next question. The new game that just released isn't
Whoa.
the new game that just released isn't your type, but a friend is urging you to play with. It is not my cup of tea, so I refuse at first, but it would be fun if we played together. Or do you listen to your friend's words right away?
Wait, I got flooded by the audio. The new game that just released isn't my type, but a friend is urging me to play. Refuse it first. Listen
But
to
you
my
can
friends.
still play.
Oh, of course. Yeah, of course I'm going to play with them, no matter what. Of course.
But
Yeah,
are you
friends
gonna
and
play?
friendship.
Are you gonna
Oh,
play
sorry.
right away, or do you like refuse and think about it? And
No, that's toxic. I'm just
Okay.
going to say like, yeah, sure. I'm going to say I might not really my cup of tea, but sure, I'll play with you.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Next question. You are thinking about joining a community with strict terms to get game information, from self-introduction to attendance check. That's too much, or it has good game information, so getting ranked up after 3 days is not a problem.
Strict terms to get information. My brain is not computing right now. From self-introduction to attendance check, it's too much for me. Strict. Yeah, sure. I mean, I would wait. Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess
you
the
would
second
do-
one. Yeah. Yeah.
You can be approved by the mods and stuff.
Definitely. Yeah. No. That. Yeah. Sure.
Before buying a game, you carefully read over other people's reviews, watch the trailer, check the price, or if the game looks interesting, you trust your instinct and make a purchase.
The second one, I would trust my gut.
What's the
I'm gonna.
most recent one you bought?
Roller Coaster Tycoon, or not Roller Coaster Tycoon, then the Planet Coaster 2.
Oh,
Roller Coaster Tycoon 4. Oh no, there's a fourth one, the fifth one. It's Planet Coaster 2.
and how do you like it so far?
Oh, it's a great game. I love all the updates too. I'm a big fan of those types of games. The new City Skylines. I'm a big fan of it, and I love all the updates they're doing with it. I need to play more games, though. It's so hard. It's so hard to play games.
Yeah.
I don't
As
know.
as a developer, it's really difficult for you.
Nobody told me this. Nobody told
Yeah.
me that you
So-
just wouldn't play games.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think I had the same problem when I actually worked for the basketball team. So, like, I love playing basketball, so that's one of the
Gotcha.
reasons why I actually started working there. But I had zero time to actually play basketball.
Got you.
Yeah, but
It's sad.
yeah, it's kind of stressful. But
Yeah.
anyways, next question: if someone is watching you play a game from behind, it's the perfect opportunity to show your amazing gameplay, or you're actually good at it, but due to the pressure, you are missing skill shots.
Yeah, I'm gonna be confident and say the first one. That yeah, I'll be able to lock in. Yeah.
We should definitely play together then sometime.
Yeah. With someone just watching over me from behind.
Next question. You're playing a newly released game for the first time. Rather than having regrets later on about missing something, you go over the tutorials, or the game seems to be similar to the one you've played before, so you skip the tutorial.
No, I would. In my head, it's like I want to see what I would go with the flow with the game. You know, if it starts to get a little samey, then I would start to skip and stuff. But the first one, I would go with the flow. Yeah.
Because it feels like, usually these days tutorials are like very well integrated into the game. Like, it's not like
Yeah.
there's no pop up whatever.
Yeah.
Separate
Helldivers
Yeah.
is a great example of that. The new one. Yeah. It's just fun, and it's part of the whole story, and it brings you into it all.
Next question. You are playing a mystery solving game. Based on your years of experience in mystery solving games, that guy is the culprit, or that person looks suspicious, but you need to start collecting evidence first.
Yeah, it's the first person you think it's the killer or whatever is never the person. I would say the second one. I always go with the evidence. Yeah.
It's always the one they try to make you think
evil-
it's not.
Yeah.
For most of
Exactly.
the
The
movies.
stereotypical evil old,
I always ruin movies. I
Dude.
always go, "That's the guy." My wife's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "That's the one." She's like, "How do you know?" By then they get movies. She's like, "I hate you," and I'm like, "I told you. I told you it was him."
Next question. In order to equip the rune that increases defense by 0.01%, you have to return to the lobby. That's not a big difference, and my friends are waiting, so I just go, or you tell them to wait, go back to the lobby to equip the rune.
That's a good question. Just the first one for me. Definitely. I would not. It's, yeah, no.
0.01%. Who even made that question? I mean,
I think one of our team members. But anyways, next question.
It's a good question.
sorry, team members.
Next question.
I like the question.
Yes, please.
My bad. I'm sorry, guys.
During gameplay, your companion's character has been bitten by a zombie. You might be able to find the cure, so you decide to accompany them, or everyone in my group can get infected, so I choose to kill them even though it is tragic.
Oh no. My companion's character has, so it's not like a multiplayer game. It's like it's a single player, but your companion.
Right.
Okay. No, I mean I don't know, what do they call a parasocial relationship? What's the right word? Like you start to treat them like a real person that you don't want. Yeah, definitely the first one. Okay. I don't know if that's the right term, but still. They're not dying. They're my best friend.
Yeah, you get attached.
You're like, no.
What was the guy? I'm sorry, with Fallout New Vegas, where Fallout New Vegas, the guy in Boone was his name, up in the dinosaur. He had a beret on. I remember he was bald because I used to watch North the Lion, and that was his main companion. Anyway, he was my main. Never mind. Either way, someone who's watching this will get that, and you'll comment and you'll get it, and I'll see you.
I mean, I haven't played the game yet, so
gotcha.
Nothing to say. Next question. Even if I don't express it, I feel like I keep losing because of my friend. Are they not feeling well? I lift up my friend's spirits, or you send them a link to the character's tricks and suggest that gameplay.
Oh no, the first one for sure. Yeah, I whenever I'm playing with a duo or something, I'm always gonna try and lift them up, especially in competitive Overwatch.
I just blame George, even if he's not playing.
Yeah. He'll give me like random messages saying, hey, I hate you. I'm like, why? Because I died. I'm like, okay.
Why did you do that? He's like, I'm asleep, so I don't know.
What are we talking about? Next question. The character has bad performance, but the appearance is totally my type. Considering the balance of my party, I cannot put them in my party, or I have to put my favorite character in the party no matter the cost.
I have to put my favorite character in the party no matter the cost. That's exactly what I would say, quote for quote.
Your current desktop is messy with tons of icons, but does not affect your gameplay, or you hate chaotic things. Your desktop is neatly cleaned.
No, I'm a creative person. My workspace. You should have saw it before I cleaned it up before this thing. It was just mess everywhere. So yeah, definitely the first one.
Before getting into the game, you search the internet just in case. You end up missing achievements, or you have never played a game for the achievements.
Anybody used to watch old school Rooster Teeth, Achievement Hunter? Here, nobody. No, just me. That's so sad.
I know I've heard of them. I just have never. My kids actually talk about them.
Okay, God. Yeah, I used to watch them all the time.
Rooster Teeth.
Yeah, Rooster Teeth. Yeah. I was at a laser teeth. What?
Yeah, I looked.
I don't. That's not true. I don't believe that. That's a lie.
I was
fake
like,
info. Before we get into the game, search the internet. I mean, I definitely have played games for an achievement before. So I guess the first one, I would look up not like the internet, but I would look at like the achievements maybe that are coming up, and I would definitely, I've definitely played for achievements.
All right. How many achievements do you plan to have it on Foxtale?
I'm saying that one more time.
How many achievements do you expect to have for Foxtale?
That's a good question. I would definitely say as many as possible. That doesn't get like just stupid where it's like collect 5,000 shards of grass or something. Yeah, the things that are meaningful for the story, of course, but then extra ones like bonus stuff and little it may be for Easter eggs and stuff like, hey, you found this hidden area. So yeah, stuff like that.
What were you saying, Zach? I thought you said something.
Yeah, but I forgot. So whatever. Just joking. You guys are good.
Yeah. Last question.
Get your B12.
Oh, I need more B12.
Uh,
I've already had like
B12.
200% more than you need in a month. But we're good.
Last question. You, who happens to play lots of games, you play a game you feel like playing at the moment from your collection, or you have a gaming schedule on when to beat a certain game.
I should have a schedule, honestly. I have so many games I need to play and beat, but I would be the first one what I'm in the mood for.
What's the game that you're playing right now?
Oh god, it's I need to play more Overwatch, even though I already play that too much. I need to play more Roller Coaster Tycoon. I keep playing Roller Coaster Tycoon. Planet Coaster 2. I want to play more City Skylines. Yeah. I mean, I need to play. I mean, Death Stranding 2. I want to play just because I'm a huge Kojima fan. I mean, there's so many. I'm forgetting games too that have come out. There's of course tons of indie games that are great. Yeah, I need to look at a list.
So,
It's too big though.
So glad you brought that up. If you come to Minimap, you can actually
Oh.
track and
What?
I need to do that. That's
is
great.
God, he sneaks them in there, you know?
You can see everything you played
Hope your
on
boss is watching.
Nintendo or Xbox, Nintendo, PlayStation.
His
and
boss
Steam,
always watch.
so-
That's a
God.
great thing because
No
my
way.
Steam wish list is just like so crazy with all these tons of stuff. It's great. The wish list system is great, but I need like something to actually like track the games that I really, really want to play and not just supporting through a wish list or something. So that's a great thing. I need to try that out. Thank you for letting me know.
Are you watching
Yeah.
this, boss? I'm just kidding. No.
Add
It's
me
the
on
truth.
LinkedIn. Hope you're getting better.
All right, so you
Harmonious
are a
druid.
harmonious druid.
Cool. I'm not weak.
Oh, I know.
Oh wow,
like,
no, druids are nice.
yeah, but
Yeah.
like weak is like a sarcasm.
I don't. It's
Ah.
weird because he puts that on there. Because tell him the reason. Tell him the reason.
Okay, so have you played Hearthstone?
Of course.
So for on Hearthstone, druids are like those who like pump up their like, I don't know, like strength or the attack damage, whatever. In the end, they
Yeah.
have like thousands of defense, whatever, and then they're always like, oh, we're weak, but then like they're actually like all muscular.
I
Like
gotcha.
we're weak, because like it's like in the beginning they're weak. But
Wait till he takes his
Gotcha.
shirt off. Oh my god,
Yeah.
his
Like,
druid muscles, delicious.
yeah, it was like it was a like a famous like meme here in Korea. So.
Nice.
So
And
let's do some of
druids
these.
in D&D are turned into bears and stuff. So I mean, not weak.
So you druids like multiplayer more than single player. You like to leave my roots and grow my own party instead. I do enjoy competition, but I'm better at multiplayer games, co-op. You go online just to mingle with friends. You actually enjoy sharing your items with newbies. You know everything about this game and remember everything. Approaching a newbie, I'm here to help you. First, you have to go to this NPC, then collect 10 apples. And why play a game if there is no one to chat with? You spend more time chatting than actually playing, and you are a natural social butterfly.
I think that's you, man.
Yeah, no, I think so. I consider myself definitely much more of an introvert, but yeah,
Okay.
when I
But-
have to be social. I am social,
I'm
but
about
then
to say,
right after this, I'm going to be just like.
are you an introvert or do you just think you're an introvert?
It might be that. It definitely, when I was a kid and much younger, I definitely was. I think I grew out of it over time, just aging, maturing, and stuff like that.
They say that there's an introvert and extrovert in everybody. It's just sometimes you prefer more than the other.
Yeah.
You know.
You're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
I think-
You're right.
And then some people just
Yeah.
can't go outside because they have a psychological condition.
Right. That makes sense.
That's not sounding fun at all.
No,
So
not at all.
you are good with friend creating summoner, obviously someone who's actually very extrovert, and you're bad
Yeah.
with the perfect ranger.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Wind Wankers on my team.
I hate Widowmakers. I'm like, bro, what are you even doing right now? I'm
There's
getting
some that are good.
headshots. Okay, sure you are. As I'm getting murdered. I'm over here as Reinhardt just getting beat down. I'm like, you gonna hit a shot or am I okay? I guess I'm dead.
Yeah.
Cool, thanks.
Oh no.
Thank you for
I'm a tank, so my job is to die. I always tell people,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, here we go dying again.
I feel that.
Yeah, you get all the melee attack damages and stuff. Thank you for taking the game type quiz. That's fun.
Yeah, of course. Super
You
fun.
did good. You did
All
good.
right. So
Thank
are
you.
you guys ready
Thank
to
you.
move on to the bulletin board waypoints? We have several news that we want to talk about, but let's be a little bit brief so then we can talk more
14.
about Foxtale. So first one we want to talk about is the John Wick video game. I actually didn't even know this existed until I read this article as well. But it's going to be pulled off
can't even
from all
watch
the
it.
platforms, right?
I haven't seen it. Can we play it here or no?
Yeah.
Has anyone
I've
played?
seen it. The fight scene just made me get so sad. It
I
was
know
like
Jack
slow
Frags made a
motion and
video on this.
voxel. He's like,
Oh no.
I'm like,
Well, it's a hex version. What do you expect?
oh. Maybe
It's
it'll
not
be
like
good.
a.
Maybe
It's
it
not
was
like
just
some.
There we go.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Here we go. Here
It's
we
not-
go.
But is this like an officially licensed John Wick?
It is official because
Oh.
it was developed with partnership with Lionsgate Film.
Play the
Oh, so
trailer.
maybe I'm thinking of a different video then.
TikTok.
Okay,
So-
here's the part here. Wait till the fight scene happens. This is a first for our podcast.
John
I just hope
Wick
the music
Hex
isn't
is an
licensed.
innovative tactical game where players manage the time it takes to complete a physical action.
So it's
instead
like
of
Hotline
turns.
Miami with
Not
extra-
only do you need to face
extra
brutal
ingredients.
opponents,
Yep,
but you must also
turn-based
fight
tactical
against the
strategy.
clock.
Okay.
Oh, maybe that's
Oh,
why it
I
looks so
see.
slow to
Okay.
me.
Okay.
That makes sense for him. Oh yeah, here's the
Time,
fight scene.
Options and resources are limited, so use them wisely.
No?
By managing time, the game puts players in the strategic mind of John Wick to pull off impressive feats. But to play like John Wick, you must think like John Wick.
The idea looks
I think I might have watched a different trailer because it looks slower than this. This isn't too bad.
Spend the gold
Yeah, no,
coins
this
you
is
earn
fine.
to gain and keep the upper hand.
It makes sense to do it
Visit the tailor
tactically
shop
too.
to look
You know what I
stylish
mean?
Yeah.
and stock up
Yeah.
on weapons and bandages that you can stash in levels for upcoming encounters. Be aware of your surroundings.
Yeah, and they
Always
keep
plan
things
5
constantly
steps
pausing and
ahead as you
playing.
Take
It's-
down enemies
it seems
on
like
your way
fog
to
of war
Hex,
now.
an
It's-
international mastermind.
You can make an action, so it keeps it fast, even though it still is kind of a little slow. Like in terms of the tractable shooting
Yeah.
stuff.
When
Baba
things
Yaba?
go your
Baba Yaga,
way,
whatever?
watch the action unfold as
Oh,
you set
see.
out to dismantle Hex's network.
Are you gonna
of
break his leg
underbosses.
then shoot him in the?
And when everything else fails? By thinking strategically, players will go through multiple complex combat scenarios and track down Hex in an all-new chapter in the Wick saga.
Cool.
I guess
mean,
punch him in
yeah.
the throat then shoot him. You could have just shot him first. That hurts like
Yeah.
hell to get punched in the throat.
So,
whatever.
Yeah.
John Wick will do what John Wick does, doesn't he?
so. Yeah, I mean, the game looked interesting. I mean,
Yeah, I saw there were already reviews. Is it out already?
yeah,
It's been out for about 6 years.
Oh my God! Wait, so what's in the
So,
news then?
because it's being delisted.
Oh,
It's been out for
yes.
6 years. We're just now hearing about it.
Yeah.
It's been
Yeah,
it's
that's
being
crazy.
delisted most likely because of because of the license.
Great
Yeah,
marketing.
makes sense. Makes sense.
wow! Huh.
Because technically
mean-
Lionsgate owns it, so they owns the rights.
I saw their Lionsgate logo. Yeah. Okay. That's sad.
But
I mean,
you could
yeah.
but you can still play it even after you purchase it. After it gets delisted, if you own it, you can still play it.
okay.
'Cause it's,
so they're just
standalone?
delisting from the store.
don't
So
need
no matter
internet
what,
for it?
even on Steam, if you purchase it on Steam and it's delisted, you can still play it.
Okay, that's okay then.
Because
I mean, I guess. Oh, sorry, go.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say. I mean, of course, there's a risk of it becoming dead media that just like gets lost in the ether. But I'm sure someone will wind up pirating it or something and uploading it somewhere, which is not a good thing. But at the end of the day, when companies do stuff like that, you have no other choice. That's what it's there for.
Things happen. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
So I actually read the article, or I actually even wrote about it. The Ubisoft end user, whatever. They actually changed it where, like, you know, if a game is discontinued, they want to you to actually destroy the physical copy of the game.
I saw that.
I actually saw that. I was like, how in the world are you gonna check it? Like, are you gonna come to my house and like actually see me break the actual physical disc?
You get a knock on the door. Some guys are like, "Hey, sir, did you break your copy?"
So
It'd be,
that's how I was thinking.
it'd be like what Nintendo does for those people who pirated games on the Nintendo Switch too.
Yeah.
As soon as they started up, they said, "Oh, your console is locked. You will not be able to play."
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Brick it immediately.
Yeah. That's,
Wow.
break it.
It's a slippery slope we're going into, especially with all the online functionality and
I
stuff
just
like
think
that.
it's sad that you would think
this is very
you'd.
sad. Like you don't own the stuff that you actually buy. Like I don't
No.
get it. Like
I mean, it depends on the game. Like, if it requires online live services, then that's different. If it
It's
requires live service, they could shut it down and then you won't be able to play no more. But if it's a game that doesn't have live services, technically, sure, you can still play it, no matter what.
Anthem is an example of that most recently, where now they're shutting down the servers and now nobody can play it anymore. Not that anybody was playing it prior.
there was a
I know.
small amount of people I saw replaying it.
Really
I was actually
cool.
I actually got on, and I thought, and I was in the queue system,
Really?
and there
Cool.
was so many people. So, and this
Cool.
was like a random day, like random months before the whole announcement. Like I just chose a random day.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, I think it's just crazy. Remember when companies used to be like want people to buy their stuff, right? They wanted them to have the game. Like that was a big deal, and now it's like you could play the game, you can pay for it, but it's ours, and we could take it back at any moment.
yeah, it's
I'm like, that's
almost
wild
like a
to me.
rental, like renting a game almost.
It's
Right.
we're like $80. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
I
good.
mean,
But do you know when they're gonna pull the game off from all the platforms?
oh, I'm not sure yet
Yeah, it's
because they just made that announcement
Yeah,
today.
Yeah.
But I guess you should get it before
Yeah,
then
so because,
if you
it's-
are
it's-
interested.
Yeah, if it looks interesting to you.
They're gonna stop selling the game beginning of July 17th, so pretty soon. You can still buy the game if you want to.
Yeah, very
but
soon.
You can't buy it anymore.
It's,
I know
When
the
is this-
physicals are all sold out. You can't buy the physicals no more.
That's going to be
Gotcha.
collectible. Signed by
Yeah, just like
Did
Concord.
it have a wide physical release? Yeah, right. Yeah, there you go.
you got to get that signed
Poor
by Keanu.
Concord. I forgot about that. Yeah, exactly.
The more we don't talk about Concord, the less we'll remember it. Except for Anthony. Anthony will always remember Concord.
Because Anthony.
I always
bought the
remember Concord
physical.
because it's sitting right there. The
Can I
physical
Can I
staring
see?
right at
Can I
me.
see the physical? Can you put it down and let us see it? Or
No,
is
it's
it
it's in like in a protection case and everything.
Okay.
Good.
All right, Anthony. We're visiting New York.
I was about to say we got to use a hammer to get to that, I guess.
You bring the hammer, Zach. I'll be there. I'll be going to the gym.
I mean, I don't do illegal things.
Until you do, but
Yeah, until you need to.
It's only legal if you get caught. That's always what I tell people.
yeah,
Yes.
You get caught, nah, we're good.
yeah. It feels like it's a little bit sad that not many people have known this game until they actually announced that they're going to be putting it off
Never heard of it
from,
until
um,
just the other day.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, also recently, what is it?
Someone really
Steel
jacked up in
Hunters?
marketing.
There's a game called
What game?
Steel Hunters.
Still Hunters. I've
Yeah,
heard of that
by,
one.
Steel Hunters, no.
by a war game. See, exactly. But they're shutting it down in October.
They just released it too, didn't they?
Yeah,
This hasn't been out long.
It was out in like April or something, but they're shutting it down because of the
Free to play,
issues. Yeah,
PvPv.
Free to play.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like the Mecha Break type of game, but
Like
Yeah.
Transformers
putting
looking
it
stuff, fights.
so
Yeah,
these
they can't.
games-
Yeah, it's too much competition,
Yeah, there's too much competition.
Yeah.
especially Mecha Break.
I heard good things about Mecha Break though. Like I heard
It's so amazing.
it's pretty good.
So
But
I
that's
think
what.
Angry
That's,
Joe just made a video on it.
but a
That's
lot of
what,
people don't like the microtransaction there and stuff. So
Well, I mean, I bought the classic edition for it.
yeah, there you go.
well, I would expect you to, Anthony.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, of course.
I'll bet Anthony probably has like a merch of Mecha. Do you actually have Mecha Break merch in your house, Anthony, somewhere?
No, they haven't shipped it yet.
Okay.
Yet.
Yet. It's coming.
Yet.
Yeah. But anyways,
And he needs intervention.
yeah. So John Wick.
I'm just worried about you.
Do you guys want to talk about? I mean, we should probably talk about the Subnautica situation because it's like the biggest news right now.
Yeah, what is happening with that? Because I love Subnautica, but I kind of missed out on all the info.
So to make
For
it a
Subnautica
short
2,
summary.
that's the thing.
Right.
So Unknown Worlds is the developer of Subnautica. They were bought out by Krafton, a big gaming company in Korea. And what happened is they were actually ready to release the early access version of Subnautica 2 in 2025. But Krafton said, no, it's not ready to release it. And they delayed the release date to 2026. And then they fired the 3 founders of Unknown Worlds.
What?
So people were like, what is going on? And it turns out that actually, if Subnautica 2 meets certain financial target in 2025, the 3 founders, the company were to be given $250 million of like a bonus by Krafton. So a lot of people were suspicious, like the reason why they pushed the delayed the release date to 2026 and fired all those founders was because they don't want to pay the $250 million. But here's a catch. Krafton actually made an official announcement saying 90% of the $250 million bonus was already given to the 3 founders. And they have actually requested them to be back to being like producers of the game instead of focusing on some other projects. They have repeatedly requested them, but they refused because they're like busy making their own film and stuff like that. So that's the reason why they fired them, because they realized the game is not up to the expectation, and they realize that these founders have like a lot of money, so they don't want to be coming back to being like a developer or whatever. And the developers, like the founders, actually made like an emotional Reddit post about the love for the game, whatever. And then they also are suing Krafton for this, and it's like a mud fight all over. I have no idea.
It sounds like with that. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. It seems like Krafton did what they needed to do. I mean, maybe not firing, but in terms of maybe so. But it seems like they're legitimate in this whole case.
Yeah. So I mean, people.
I mean, a $250 million bonus.
Yeah.
I mean, you could look on my Twitter profiles and stuff, and the whole thing with Wetheindies with the thing. I'm always like, push more money into the actual pockets of indie developers so you can make more games and stimulate the entire gaming ecosystem and economy, so we can get more jobs, more people working, we can get more games sold and more games made. That's when I hear a number like that, the 250 million, that's just like ridiculous to me. The 3 people, who needs that kind of money?
Yeah, but I mean, the 3 founders.
Evidently, they did.
Yeah,
apparently.
They said they were gonna share the bonus with the studio, whatever. But I don't know. I mean, I'm not.
Yeah,
I can't decide because we haven't found out if the Krafton's statement saying like 90% of the bonus was already paid out. We have no idea if that's like the evidence or whatever. And also, they said they requested them to be back to their role as producers, but they refused. So like, if
that seems weird to me.
Yeah, if there's like an evidence of that, like maybe like email going back and forth or like a phone call, whatever, then. But it feels like a big company like Krafton wouldn't say stuff like that without evidence, like
without evidence, no.
Yeah, like so. I mean.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
A perfect example too with this Krafton. I took part Blue Ocean Games. Mm-hmm. I don't know if anybody knows them. It was this kind of almost like an indie startup fundraising thing for indies, and they took basically thousands of game trailers, and the best game trailers they gave like a platform to not only showcase what their game people are making, but also a possibility for fundraising. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because they were directly funded. The company was owned by a lot of devs and seasoned people, but it was funded by Krafton, and they got all the funding and stuff like that. And it's not like it wasn't taken back. Krafton was totally good on the deal, and they're literally funding tons of indie games through this deal, the multi-million-dollar deal. And I know that on the Discord, when all this stuff was going on, the guy who originally did that Blue Ocean Games, he kind of came on and defended Krafton a bit. And it was a long post and everything, but it's interesting to hear more about what happened with Subnautica. And now, after also seeing that with Blue Ocean, it seems very strange. And I was always on the side of the Subnautica people, but after hearing about what you were just saying and everything else, it really just seemed. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say it because it feels bad, but
I mean,
yeah.
I'm not gonna judge about this, but like it's just weird situation. Like, I have no idea who to like support at this moment. Like people are split in this case because some people are like, oh, don't support Subnautica because if you buy the game, the money is going straight to Krafton. Krafton is evil, whatever. And then like there are people saying like, but if what Krafton is saying is true, then the developers should have been more focused on the game itself rather than being focusing on their like
the founders
project,
the founders.
The founders. So
the main part you think about this whole situation is because this is the same for no matter what you are in the world, like in terms of career, but do people change over the years from the beginning? Like, do they become more greedy, or do they lose what they had in the beginning? Like, they lost that passion, the love.
I feel like Star Wars already answered that question. They became
some people in Star Wars. Some people,
because
I've got the high ground, Anakin.
You can make a great game for sure in the beginning, and people fall in love with it. They create a fan base community.
Yeah,
but then
the first one
that was years ago, and then you wonder, maybe 10 years, 15 years later, do people actually change? Do they still have that same mindset like they started in the beginning, or do they actually change because they saw something different now? They entered into the industry, and their eyes just got opened up more.
Yeah.
No, beautifully said. Absolutely, especially with all that money. It's hard to say because, like I always say, I'm just an indie dev. I'm in my bedroom, like I'm developing all this stuff. It's not like I'm like some big company studio AAA person. I always say no, it won't change me or anything like that, and it'd be big deals and stuff. And I hope it never does. And I hope that everyone listening too feels the same way, that they're an indie dev or whatever, just working on any projects. Stay true to your beliefs and your motivations to make things better.
Yeah. And I mean, I think the Krafton already paid like $500 million or something to acquire the company itself. So
yeah, they like the brand, the Subnautica brand.
Yeah.
So I wonder if the founders just kind of got tired of, they took the opportunity, but Subnautica 2, the first one was a great game. It was a complete game. Like I wonder what they can even do with Subnautica 2 to make it even better, iteratively, I guess. But revolutionary changes? I don't know.
And that's another thing. For example, we talked about Counter-Strike before earlier today, where Counter-Strike made so much money. Are the Counter-Strike co-founders still there working for Valve? They're not there no more.
Probably not.
They all left to make their own company.
Yeah.
Or they took the money and left.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
that's crazy.
Valve owns the name for Counter-Strike, but it's the same people, the same original people.
But you didn't skip out on a job midway through. You finished.
Yeah.
I assume that they probably finished it, and then they was like, but they kind of just wiped
For
their hands
example,
on it.
one of the co-founders, I actually know one of the co-founders for Counter-Strike,
Cool.
who was there and of course started it. And 6 years later, after Valve purchased it, he left to go work on other studios.
Cool.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, yeah.
But,
I mean,
yeah.
I wonder too, like if people who have the best intentions are the ones that don't succeed, though, too. Like because because it might be like just such a cutthroat world, Because I can imagine that if I were to work at any facet of indie gaming, it would be literally just because I love indie gaming and I wanted to see my product be played and be happy. I wonder if that would be the reason why I wouldn't be successful. Because like
in indie, I feel the same exact way. In indie or even double A, but once you start getting to the big leagues and stuff, I mean, I worked in corporate world with marketing stuff back with all those things. It's just you're working with so many different people and with not egos, but just different. They need to meet certain expectations to the people who are above them and behind them, who are waiting for their expectations to be met too. And it's just, there's just so much less ability to, in my opinion, to be not passionate, but just being able to just work. Like, when you get into the groove as an indie, you just kind of you're making this passion project. You're so excited with it. You can work on it. You bring in other people to give feedback with it, and it's a much more organic experience, kind of bringing it all up together. I feel like with once you start getting into the other stuff, even with I'm sure Subnautica, the first one was probably like this, but Subnautica 2, once you have other people involved, it just gets a lot more, a lot harder to kind of have a lot of fun with it.
That's true.
When you compared to the indie side.
That is true.
In my
I
opinion.
mean, it's always like the case is the names will always be there, but the people will never. Because eventually people come and go,
Yeah.
but the studio will
it's-
still be there.
Exactly. I mean, you see that right now with Microsoft, with all the studios that they have, but nobody's even in there. You look at EA with the studios. I mean, it's sad. The studios with these pedigrees, and the only reason why they don't have the same people in there anymore is because not the passion. I don't want to say that because there's a lot of passion in AAA, but it's the ability for a studio to be able to say, "Hey, we're going to make our own game without the having to think about all these crazy margins and for another system and another service and another studio and across the world." I don't know. It's weird the way the industry is, and I think promoting indies and working with indies is the right way to go to help alleviate some of the stress.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Eventually,
yeah.
all studios start as an indie studio before they become.
That's what I was thinking too. Like Blizzard was probably
Big.
once an indie game studio, but like everyone there probably left. I know, like
I mean, Nintendo was once.
probably not Nintendo.
That's true. Yeah.
I don't know if Sony was one, but like I don't know. Like these big names, Rockstar or EA or 2K, whatever. All these studios are probably small.
They all
Some
had a
might
beginning.
Some might probably start in their tree house or in their garage or in the swimming pool.
Yeah, if you think about Apple, I mean, Steve.
Yeah, they all had a beginning.
Yeah.
They all were making games at one time, and I almost believe that I would say I would think that maybe 8 out of 10 of them were doing it because they just wanted to make video games at first.
Yeah.
Definitely. Look at Bungie.
And then when the money started hitting the bank, and they started buying more fancy controllers, they go,
I guess it makes sense. Like if you're like a studio founder, or whatever, and then if you get a lot of money, and then if you kind of say like, oh, I think I'm done with, I think I have enough money that I made. Like I don't want to do like development whatever anymore. Then you just kind of like retire from there. Like that makes sense. But like you have to at least finish what you started. Like the project of something, and then some big company bought you, and then they expect you to obviously finish the project before you actually retire or go on to a different journey, whatever. But like you can't do anything else. Like you can do anything else, but like you should focus.
It's not about making. Yeah, it's not about making the money. It's about completing the project and seeing your vision through.
Responsibility.
And not only are you letting Krafton down, but I know lots of people who want to see Subnautica be made. You're letting them down, but potentially.
Yeah.
And those are the people that are going to be like, it's the best game ever, man. I love being underwater. You know what I mean? And they're like, yeah, subs. I did play the first game. I'm just messing with everybody. But
Subnautica 2 is like the second most wishlisted game right now. So
I believe it. Yeah.
It is.
It's after
Huge
Silk
IP.
Song, right?
What's actually the first one?
Silk Song is number 1, I think.
I thought so. That's what I was thinking. And that started out as an indie game too, right?
Yeah. And Silksong was one of those that people say, is it actually coming? Is it true? Are the studios still alive?
Is the studio still alive?
No, they said they're coming out in holiday of 2025.
I know, but I'm talking about way beforehand, like all the little teas. Like, are they still alive?
Are they still alive?
Are they still posting stuff? When was the last update? Oh, the last update was like 2 years ago.
I don't know. We keep saying like, is GTA 6 coming out first or Silk Song coming out first? We just have to make a bet. We don't know yet. But
So-
anyways, I think that's a great conversation. We can't like make judgment. Like we're like just gamers, so like we don't want to be like, oh, this guy's bad, that guy's bad. But like everyone probably has their own reason for doing stuff. But we're just saying like with the facts, I guess it's just us to make the decision. And I mean, it feels like a lot of people are saying like, oh, let's boycott Subnautica too, but then like
Then you hurt the devs. You hurt the families.
you're basically hurting all the people that are actually still working on it and
love it.
yeah.
And the problem with this is also the boycotting thing. It never actually really works.
yeah, like
I mean,
It's like people giving mixed reviews about a game. Does that actually ever work?
I think
Again,
it,
not in
I
this
will-
day and age.
It does sometimes, but I think sometimes when it does work is usually. I mean, it's back. There's sometimes when it works and it's just a company that doesn't really deserve it. You know what I mean? And or vice versa. You know what I mean? When it's like people are, then there's always the people who don't listen to anybody, and there's like, I'm gonna play it no matter what.
A good
Yeah,
example of boycotting, maybe not boycotting, but just that kind of negative feedback working well. I think Helldivers, when all that stuff happened with the PSN account linking, where they took that,
That one-
feature away to
that one
launch
hit.
and then they brought it back. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
People
I
were
mean,
like,
that one-
no.
Well, because that one is because of course the whole different country laws and everything
Yeah.
are prohibited. So that's a
Right.
big deal when it comes to that. It wasn't like a video game law or something. It was more than
No,
like
it
the
was-
country law.
Yeah,
So-
tons of people who bought the game and suddenly couldn't play it anymore because of an online linking thing. But it worked. I remember seeing the board of reviews, and it was a huge downtrend just when that whole thing happened.
Yeah.
Then
It was
later on-
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Like a month ago, there was another thing where people started getting angry at the game, and someone compared the anger now compared to then, and you had this huge, giant orange line,
Oh yeah.
and it was like a little tiny like blip of this other thing. It just showed you how much anger there was and how much change came from it.
Yeah, and then people were boycotting it, but then the developer made a message saying that it wasn't our fault, it's now our attention, it's the publishers.
Yeah.
They have
And
even the developer said if we had a choice, we would have kept it open for everyone, kept it the same.
And luckily, Sony did go back on it, right?
Yeah, it took them a while to
Good.
decide.
Yeah, it did. It did.
It's crazy too, though. You think about like how many different dynamics popped up because of that situation, right? Like you had the fans who wanted it and they were caused the change, but then on the same sense, the developers were at the mercy of the publishers. And so it was like, that's like almost a story in itself. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy how much stuff is going on.
But with the success of Helldivers 2, I feel like the devs had a lot more leeway because there's still like millions of people playing it. It's crazy.
it's
They
all people
deserve all the
talking about one.
success.
Yeah.
Right. But like it's an interesting situation where the devs I feel like had a lot more leeway because Sony, I think Helldivers 2 was just around Concord, I think, or am I wrong about that?
No, it was before.
No, it wasn't. Okay, God, it was before. But they didn't have that much success with with game Sony. Most hardware people are besides Nintendo, but that was like such a. Either way they had a lot more power. I think the devs because of the game success and stuff. Yeah,
because the fan gives the power to the developers, and the developer can use that power to go back to the publisher
and do good, which is what they should have done.
If the game wasn't very successful, like maybe it was successful but not very, it probably would still be ongoing issue. Yeah,
definitely wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, I think it's time for us to jump to the companion waypoint. I think we've done good on Subnautica case and all the different cases.
Getting us all sparked up, George. We're getting crazy in here.
I know. Like,
I mean,
this is gonna
be
already
talking about indie games and stuff.
I mean, loved it. I loved it.
He did love it. He told me. He texted me.
Are you guys ready to watch the trailer?
On your phone? That's a long distance text.
I'm not.
Well, I mean, we're close. You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
I won't talk about it.
Yay, little fox. works in Engine. But a fun little thing: the music is by the artist composer Evgeny Flaka. So talented. I hope I'm saying his name right. I actually never spoke to him physically or directly, but super talented person. The song was "We Were Knights." Excellent, super talented. Can't wait to work with him on the full game. Really, good guy.
I mean, yeah, I could feel the grand, like, you know, theme of the game.
Yeah, he has.
by listening to the music, you know what I mean?
His music, it go there is some grand stuff, but what I love about his music actually is there's so many points where there's you could really feel the emotion. Like, you know, I as a creative, I'm not a developer. Like, I obviously am developing a game, but that's not my background. My background is writing and filmmaking and visualizing scenes and stuff. And when I listen to music that's able to then bridge the gap between the idea that I have, but like what I want it to look like visually, and that music kind of just like there's a missing ingredient, I know that it works right, and I get that with him, with his music, and it's great. So if you're looking for game music or film music or anything, Evgeny Flaka, he's a great guy.
I mean, the guy's name alone.
I know, it's so cool. I know.
Pretty close to Waka Flocka.
Yeah,
They
Like I said, music is the path to what is the first opening at anything, no matter what.
so important. So important.
Imagine playing a game out no music. Oh my gosh.
Dude, in film school, they teach you if you want to learn film, to watch films or watch TV without audio, because then you'll be able to see the lighting choices, the direction choices,
That's true.
the
Yes.
camera blocking, the editing. It's a totally different beast. It's scary actually. But yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But no, that was Foxtail though. I love it very much. It's my little fox is my baby. I love him. He's the best. And the gameplay itself in the demo, it's a short demo, like about 15 minutes long. You know, it's my first game. In the end of the day, there's some jank to it, but I think it has a lot of heart, and I think it has a lot of there's moments to have fun with for sure, and I think the entire world and just the mismatch of it all, where you have this little fox living in a medieval planet of dragons and castles and sieges, and then you have, in the story wise, one day where this huge space sci-fi armada comes flying into orbit, and it catapults the whole planet into this intergalactic war, and it's that kind of mix gameplay wise. If you have, you know, iron swords, like, and, you know, basic weaponry, but then you have the sci-fi element to it. It adds a lot of fun and some interesting things to do, not only with the gameplay but with the story especially, and that's something I haven't really been able to touch on. You'll see the demo. There's some tidbits of story here and there, tidbits of lore, but it's really the story that I can't wait to be able to showcase and share with everybody with the full game when it releases eventually. Hopefully, it will.
Right.
I believe.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about the inspiration for it.
Life. It's a mix, because I came from film, so the story of it all comes from like just tons of ideas and things that I've experienced in the past. Like, I mean, game wise, the original Battlefront, Star Wars, Mass Effect, I feel too. Mercenaries, Playground of Destruction, if anybody ever played that old game. Crimson Skies, High Road to Revenge, like all these old games that I used to play all the time as a kid. The big inspiration, I guess, because with in terms of how I make games, my methodology, the company name, if you will, again, it's just me, there's no company, but it's called Playtable Games, and that comes from the idea where when I was a little kid, I would be in my room and I would have this big play table and I would kit bash these blocks and Thomas the Tank Engine and Green Army Men, and I would cardboard things and Legos, and I would create these elaborate structures and elaborate cities and all these, and then I would just like destroy them all through these like war scenarios. And I was being a kid creating stories, and that's kind of my overall inspiration. I think those games that I mentioned, but also the idea of just how can you bring somebody into a world and just allow them to just have fun with it. I think Mercenaries was a great example of that in the past. I think nowadays Helldivers is a great example of that too, where you could just kind of like drop down into a world and you just have a lot of fun. And yeah, it's something I know eventually one day I'll be able to accomplish and make true, and I hope people enjoy it. But until then, it's just I'm going to keep working on it in every which way I can, and just incrementally.
Step at a time.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta.
And did you ever play Star Fox?
Star Fox is another one. I've seen videos. I've actually never played Star Fox myself.
Oh, okay.
Another big, yeah, two big inspirations that people say: Star Fox and Legend of Zelda.
I thought I saw a honey badger out there too.
Honey badger, what's that?
Wasn't there a honey badger like the two white striped animal, or that might have been something different?
Oh yeah. There was a honey badger. Yeah, sorry, I thought you.
I know honey badgers don't give a shit. That's what I heard.
No, they're vicious. They're vicious. Yeah.
Have you
gotta be careful with those honey badgers.
Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Big fan of it. Yeah, I know.
I love that game. Oh,
Conker's great.
When you talk about your game, do you not feel the inspiration from it, like a bit of it? Like you said, your game has Elite Dragon stuff like that. Conquer Bad Fur Day. You remember how the different chapters? It's like so different scenario.
It's different every time. Yeah,
no, it's a great point.
Time,
yeah. No, that's I never thought of that before.
It's a weird game.
Whenever I think of Conquer, I always think it's just like the humor of it, of course, and the crew of it.
That's my favorite one.
I love that. It's great.
That and the fact that Nintendo actually let it get released.
Was that?
I remember playing that game as I was like, "What's happening right now?
I know.
Is that a poop monster? Did I just bounce off that flower?"
And then remember the part where you go to war and then you see explosions everywhere.
That's what I was going to say. It's like D-Day. Yeah, it's crazy.
We used to play the Teddies versus the Conquer versus Teddy or whatever. We used to play that like crazy as kids, like you would GoldenEye. Just be like shooting each other, and the stuffing would be coming out of the Teddies. They're like, ah! And you're like,
oh, yeah. And then there was a scene from the Matrix in the Conquer Bad Fur Day. They did a scene from the Matrix.
It had everything in there.
That's right.
It's like
a great
pretty much everything. It was like all in one game. Like, okay, are we still playing the same game?
It's like I know that people are saying Nintendo isn't going to make an adult game, and they're like, watch us. You're like, oh, it's a little naughty. But no, yeah, I felt like in your game, when I was playing, I felt like it was like Star Fox had been grounded and he had to fight his way through to get back to his ship. It's like
that's fair, yeah. His ship is there. It's a little Easter egg, yeah.
Yeah, people love foxes, so I mean, they're super dope.
There's so many Fox games out there. I know, it's crazy. And thank you for playing it, by the way. I appreciate you playing the demo.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah. My favorite part was bombing things.
It was. I know. I love that. I love it. That's so much fun.
That was the best part. And
I like calling in raids.
Best part about it, there's like no limit. Like you could just bomb anywhere.
Yeah.
I was like, can I keep doing this? And I just kept doing it. I was like, all right, sweet. We'll just blow the shit up out of everything.
Yeah.
I like it, and I hope that I could do better with the destruction later on. I have plans also to add a bit of deformation to the landscape as well, so you get more feedback.
Nice.
Stuff like that, and more buildings, more foliage to be able to destroy it. Similar again, if anybody's played Mercenaries back in the day, where everything that the game was a playground of destruction, and they really embodied that idea where you can kind of do. You can just be traveling and you can be your own character, but then you run into something that diverted your gameplay, in an emergent kind of way. And I really want to try. The more and more I think about how to make Foxtale actually, in terms of the world, in terms of the overall gameplay, it's very much an idea of finding that way of having those emergent moments while also having that really strong storyline that kind of pushes you through. In a sense, no bad. Like, remember there was a question in the test, like, or who I was. Like, I would tell somebody, "Oh yeah, for a bonus or to do this objective, you have to go to this person, then bring them 10 apples." No, I don't want to do any missions like that. I want the missions, even the bonus missions. I know it's a truth.
I'm like 10 apples. The 10 apples right there. Go. You can like just walk into
right,
yourself.
Just right there.
You don't know how annoyed every RPG like, hey, can you grab me that bucket of water? I'm like. Really? I'm here to kill things, guy. Like, you get your bucket of water, bro. It's right around the thing.
I didn't
It's
sign up
so-
for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it sucks
It's-
for you.
it's
I
a-
don't.
They always ask like stupid
Yeah.
questions like, you're like the one warrior who will save the world. Now
But
try
first-
jump. Now try jump. I'm like, okay.
Before you save the world, can you go get me 10 apples from the tree? You're like, I guess.
And
What
then,
the frick? Like,
please
aren't you a little
equip
worried
this
about the
sword.
world
I'm
ending?
like,
Or you just want to make the apple pie? Okay, I got
Yeah.
it.
yeah.
He's like, yeah, I know the end of the world's coming. You're going to protect us, but we're having a big party tonight, and I can't carry that L all the way down here. Do you think you're like,
Help.
yeah, why not? Let's cut some time out of the day where I could try to be
Yeah.
saving. Whatever,
Yeah.
it's cool.
You know what's the worst part? If you do it as an RPG game where you're not allowed to jump. You have to go around.
No
Yeah, that's
dashing.
right.
No.
and then you
Like,
pick
I
up the
can't-
object. You pick
Like,
up the
I can't
object.
jump.
Your
What is
guy's
this?
like,
Anti-gravity on me?
Yeah.
the guy
Crazy.
picks it up
You
and he's
have the
taking forever
curse.
because it's so heavy. He's like, you're like, that's it. I'm done. I can't play this again.
Yeah.
I think I've probably there's been a couple of games. I know it's happened more in mobile games than it has in regular games where I'll start to play something and something like that happens and I'm like, nope, I'm done. Nope.
Yeah.
And I'm done. Like I don't want to do
Yeah.
it. That
It's
and
hard
if they
for me to
talk
play
too
single
much.
player. Yeah. It's
I
hard
don't-
for me to
I-
play single player RPGs anymore. I don't know why. I love them, and I'm literally making something. It's not an RPG, but it's like an adventure game with elements
Yeah,
like that. But
It is kind
and
of.
I think that's why I want to make. I think that's why I want to make this game. Is because like I used to play those types of single player games all the time when I was a huge fan of the original Assassin's Creed. Black Flag. I mean, I 100%ed.
Black Flag's
The
my
Ezio
favorite.
trilogy were so great. The Ezio trilogy, I loved it. You know, all these old, Knights of the Old Republic, RPGs and those types of games. And again, Foxtale isn't necessarily an RPG; it's an adventure game, but it's open world and it has a lot of those elements. But it like, I'm so tired of the trope nowadays. And I saw with the new, I don't know how to say it, the Ghost of Yotai. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Yotai. I'm sorry.
Yotai, I
Yeah,
think.
okay.
Okay.
I don't know. Either way.
Yeah, it's one of the other.
Sounds right.
Yeah, right. They were just showing how their open world system nowadays, it's no longer they specifically quoted wasn't the dev who said this, but a commentator about how it's not the Ubisoft way of like a checklist that you have to complete. It's much more of an open world where you actually you learn where to go by seeing the surroundings around you, by like be it an animal or an NPC with dialogue, and then you kind of gain clues to find your next mission or buy bonus objective or extra thing. So it's a lot more of a world that you're able to kind of get lost in instead of it being, which is an open world. That's what you're supposed to do in an open world narrative kind of RPG game, compared to just being like, okay, well, this is now step 8 in the 24-step plan of getting the game done and completing the missions. So it's kind of cool.
That is actually
We're
pretty
seeing
cool.
innovation. Yeah, we're seeing innovation in certain ways.
So when you're seeing, as you're making your game, right, and because you're still in the building of it, right now,
Yeah, very much so. Yeah.
and so when you're seeing that, and is there ever been a time where you're playing something and you're making this game, and you're like, oh man, I want to put this in my game?
Oh yeah. I mean, everything with all the inspirations that I said prior. I mean, a lot of people say like, "Oh, the Iron Strikes is from Helldivers." No, it's from Mercenaries. I love that. So I want to make sure I add as many things as possible just to make people be able to blow things up in different ways.
Yeah,
It'll be yeah.
explosions.
Exactly, all the explosions, and I also like bringing in extra troops and stuff, and being able to kind of almost like create semi battles going on with like between the robots and the aliens and the animals. And I want to make sure to be, especially with technology nowadays, you can make so much stuff, and as long as you just have the will and the heart to do it. So I want to
like
make
a
sure I create that fun game.
Yeah, kind of like a
Playtable.
third-person RTS. Yeah, Playtable. Yeah,
Right. Exactly.
that's super
Again,
dope.
the whole embodiment is that Playtable idea. I always say like, what is the one pillar that you always kind of go back to, and it's that idea of really trying to like make you feel like a kid with a whole army of toys to play with.
Oh
so.
man, that's dope.
Yeah, that is pretty awesome.
I do have a question though. Is there going to be a love interest for the fox?
I always
Love
imagined
it.
I always imagined him having like maybe like a little girlfriend fox that he meets in one area further down the line in the story, actually. Nothing great. I mean, they're kids, so it's a much more like cute.
Oh, he's
like,
a kid.
Yeah, they're kids. He's a little fox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
But
My bad. I thought all foxers were that squeaky. That's my bad, y'all.
No, you're fine.
just-
It's but a cute kind of childhood kind of like relationship in a sense. It's where it's just like it's like, oh my god, holding hands and something. It's cute.
I could just see him like the only reason I say it is because I could see him in a victory pose with like a fox curl in his hand, and he's like, "I saved the day."
You're leaning on Conquer. That would happen there.
I was thinking more like Duke Nukem, but yeah.
Oh yeah, Duke. I could see that. Yeah. I'll have to put
those.
something like that in as a little Easter egg for sure. That'll be fun.
I love me some Duke.
Yeah, Duke's great.
Do you have like a planned release date of some sort? Or?
God, no, absolutely not. I mean, the original plan was if I was able to get like even some semblance of funding to be able to continue working on the game full time, then I tried everywhere. I would have. It would have been where it would have been a tiered release where it was like 2 years to get the first like 6 to 8 hours done, and then another year, then another year. It would have been like a tiered thing, early access single player kind of thing that I was conceiving up or whatever. And I think it would have worked out perfectly fine. I truly believe that. I definitely do. But I couldn't get the funding, so now I'm working on it part-time while trying to find ways to continue doing it full-time again so I can get that stuff done, if that makes sense.
100%.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Got to live in the real world, unfortunately. At least right now.
Hate it.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
So, and also, do you actually want to talk about Wetheindies in a
Yeah.
that you're doing?
I can briefly talk. I know we're kind of short on time and we have other stuff to talk about. Yeah, so it's kind of funny how it worked out with Wetheindies. Is the video playing or?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I didn't see it on my end. It's kind of funny with Wetheindies because it just the idea kind of just came to me like maybe a couple months ago, where there was a lot of people kind of talking about how people can't, like we were saying, we can't own games anymore. The idea about destroying discs if you don't own it, you just like license it or lease it or rent it. And I got the idea is that like, oh wait, and I saw nobody else was really doing it on the scale that I wanted to. What if I started making game discs for people, for indie devs anywhere in the world, and from mastering to burning them to printing onto the disc into the casing and stuff. I have stuff I'll show. And shipping them to the customer, each individual customer, print on demand, so when it's ordered, and no cost whatsoever to indies. So what happens is that, let's say someone sells their game for $30. It costs about $4 to make the disc and make the case. A current prototype I have would be this, which I made for my demo. So it's like this kind of case, printed on paper, thick cardstock.
Oh man, those old school demos.
Old school, exactly.
I'm having flashbacks.
Yeah, but all good quality stuff and everything, and it's printed on well. It's a really solid disc made in Taiwan, and basically, I lost my train of thought. My apologies, but what I did was I created this whole program on my computer that's able to automate the system really quickly, where I'm able to take someone's game and their press kits and be able to really quickly and efficiently create an installer for them, a whole multi-language installer, so it's global, worldwide, be able to install their game onto the system, a full menu support with multi-language options. They could show bonus content, they can uninstall, and they could play the game, and then it plays the game. Going back to, I just remember what I was saying before, no cost to indies. The idea is that if someone sells a game for $30, $4 to make this, $4 for handling, $4 for everything else, $4 to the company Wetheindies, and then the indie dev would make $22. And from what I've spoken to, it's people have said that it sounds like a good model. I'm open to feedback, of course, too. I mean, I'm an indie dev. I'm not like some corporate greedy guy. I want to make sure that my goal is to get indie devs to the most money as possible. I think there's so much opportunity in the indie games. I think in the indie scene compared to I come from the film world, as I've said in the past. It's so much more of a walled garden. We have so much more opportunity with video games, and I think the indie scene is the key to kind of helping the entire gaming industry get out of like the kind of weird feeling and predicament that it's in, with all the layoffs and all the design people chasing trends instead of making their own trends. So I hope ultimately, sure, like I hope this can become a nice business. Getting ready to do soundtrack CDs as well, that I could bundle with the DVDs. I want to do art prints. I have a ton of other ideas. USB game installers are coming in the future too. But ultimately, I really want to try and help indie devs anywhere around the world to be able to get their games sold to their biggest fans, biggest collectors, vendors as well at conventions if they want to order in bulk and sell. I have a plan to also get these games onto through the point of sale system and online sales system to Amazon, Target Plus, and Walmart.com. So to like all of a sudden indie devs can like be on the front page of things, and I think that's a really cool thing. The best part is, again, zero cost for indies. I can accept any indie with my system that I have. So even if it's just only one game is sold in the entire process, I'll happily, and it's the developer who's ordering a copy of their game. Great, I'll sell it to you, and that'll be great. I have this whole system here. I'll move my camera. This giant machine right here is a disc printer. It's kind of hard to see, but it's a disc duplicator, and it goes super fast. It's crazy. But I talked for a while. I hope I probably rambled a bit, but I know I did. But it's something I'm happy about. It's something I'm excited about, and I hope that it works out. I'm launching soon in a few weeks, and I already have some clients, developers that I'm working with. So
that's awesome.
That's actually pretty cool.
So basically, if I'm understanding this right, so you're gonna like print out the indie game, obviously, and then you're gonna be shipping it to the people who actually want to buy the indie game.
Exactly.
You would take like the $8, or is it total of $8, or you said $4?
It would So it would be a total for in this scenario. Let's say, and not this game, obviously, not the demo. This is just a proof of concept, but $30, $4 to make the disc and to do all that, $4 for me. So then I would take $8, and then per sale, $22 would go to the developer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be you're probably gonna be sending that back to the.
Exactly. So I've even still to make sure that, because obviously international shipping is expensive and stuff like that. I've worked on figuring out what platforms to use to minimize costs, minimize shipping costs, and minimize payout fees to people. So I'm using like a company called Easy Ship. I think that gives you like big bulk discounts on shipping to make things cheaper, no matter where. I'm shipping from US, but globally. And then also I'm deciding between Payoneer Wise Business, I think they're called, and a PayPal as a backup to do that. I think Wise is like less than 1% fees for international payments. So that's a big deal, just to get people, because I have a developer in France that I'm working with, and a developer in Italy, and both of them I need to make sure that they get their as much money as possible,
right.
And efficiently and quickly. So that's I think I'm getting close to that, and I think I'm narrowing that down. Yeah,
that's dope.
Yeah, I think this is a pretty neat idea.
Thank you.
Because obviously, we've talked with a lot of indie devs, and they're like, one of their dream is to have an actual physical copy of their game.
Yeah.
So like, obviously, if they want to just order their own, they can actually do that too. Like they want to, or like maybe buy like 10 or 20 to like hand it out to their friends, or maybe like you said, if they have like a booth that they're going to run in like PAX East, PAX West, whatever, and then just sell it there for some price. That's like a great idea, because it's
absolutely,
yeah. Because I think
that'd probably be one of the coolest things to see a developer or a publisher handing out at like a PAX. It's like, oh my God, is this a demo disc? And you're like, yeah, There's a demo disc.
It's
and
kind of
now
like a you're like a artist or rapper who's like he's handing out your demo to like
Yeah.
big studios and stuff. You're like,
I don't want
"Yo,
to talk
listen
about it.
Yo, play my game. This is my demo.
I still haven't played that disc I got in South by Southwest, and I was like, okay. You'd be crazy. It'd be funny if to see kids take the disc though, and they're like, "What do we put this in?" And you're like, oh.
Yeah.
You gotta push a
I-
button.
Is it's only for PC games, though, right? You can't. It's only for Steam.
Sorry.
That's fine.
So what was the question again?
It's only for Steam, right? Or PC games, not for.
Yes,
like,
so this
consoles,
is currently
okay.
for PC. Like
Okay.
I know Limited Run Games, they're not a competitor. You know, we're all in the same market and stuff like that. But they do a lot of work with console games, and you need like a lot of special things to do that. And I'm not at that point yet.
Okay,
So yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, so it's really just PC at the moment. But there's enough there, I think.
That's dope. That's
Yeah.
super dope.
I'm excited for it, and the feedback I got more positive. I mean, I not say positive feedback to differentiate, but I just got more 2 times the feedback on this We the Indies idea compared to when I was launching the demo. So it seems like, and I got good feedback on the demo. I mean, it was solid. So it was cool to see how many people really seem to like this, both devs and fans in general. A lot of people, though, and I didn't even know this was a thing, the USB installers. I didn't know that was a thing, but that's something that a lot of people ask for, and that's going to be coming soon after day one launch. So I'm excited for that because I think that'll be a big product that people like,
I think
especially with the way I'm playing with. Yeah,
that's a big retro thing too.
Yeah.
Kind of
Definitely.
the
There's
USB.
going to be a lot of people who actually want to have the physical copies of these
Definitely.
games.
yeah,
I think
all
so, too.
DRM free. The menus are offline. Like there's no like weird gimmicks or quirks or anything. Like no like hidden. I was about to curse hidden stuff. It's just like it's really just the whole point of this is just to try and get indies more money and to help facilitate a better economy for the indie ecosystem. It's really the whole goal.
This is super awesome.
That's dope.
You should definitely promote it more so that more
Yeah.
devs probably know about this. And
Yeah,
I'll-
I'm happy right now because I finished the whole program where that automates the whole like installer system and burning the disk and everything, and that took a few weeks. I'm finishing up the soundtrack system now, so once that's done, it's really I got to get one more piece of hardware, which is like this big cutter that makes the actual like disc. This is being upgraded, so there's going to be a flap so the disc doesn't like fall out so easily. And it's going to have a plastic wrap over it and stuff like that too. But there's a couple last second things I want to do. I want to test the games, the ISOs and stuff with the developers that are currently on board, so I can get it done. Make sure it's working on as many machines as possible. Right now, the way I program that whole thing in the back end, it's good up until Windows 7, and there's even a fallback menu system where, for some reason, that their computer can't display like a proper like menu. It'll go to a terminal menu system. So, and that's press 1 to do this, press 2 to do this. Just as a fallback, just in case. I want to make sure it's I'm releasing a product. I want to make sure that I don't get a ton of feedback immediately saying, "Hey, my game doesn't play," or that I put this in and it's not playing. It's like I'm working with such tight margins that it's like the cost to have to ship a new disc to somebody because I messed up on my end is would destroy the entire business basically, which I guess is not a good thing, but still, I need to make sure it's good.
Destruction, not good.
Not a good thing. Not in this scenario. Destruction in the video games, oh, that's cool. I want to see the whole world blow up.
I think this is a good idea, and also this will probably help out with promoting Foxtale as well, like when you actually launch the game itself. So it's like a great, I don't know, like win-win situation, I guess, in a way.
A fun thing. It's fun. Yeah, it's funny because I never thought I would be doing this disc idea or disc business with when I was working on the demo, but now it's like I'm able to use the demo as a way to make sure everything's working properly, and stuff.
You're,
so
testing
it's
out yourself.
yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, so it's
That's true.
interesting how
That's
things
good,
work.
that's good.
Yeah.
It'd be it's sad they don't have any more of, but it'd be kind of cool. Is like if those discs were in like the old Game Informers. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
was thinking about that.
oh,
Yeah, I
demo!
remember those.
You open it up and it slides out.
Demos,
Like,
You should probably contact Game Informer and see if they're interested. You just accept them and see like, oh,
like, hey, I got this back.
yeah, like, that'd be
they're
awesome.
like, we haven't printed a magazine in years, Sonny. I'm just
Oh no.
That's all super awesome. So, if you do you have any? It's kind of like time to wrap up things. Do you have anything you want to say to the people who are interested
About
in
Foxtale?
playing the game? Or
Yeah, no, thank you for having me on to all of you guys. I mean, it was super fun. I haven't really been in front of a camera talking about stuff in a long time. I used to be a YouTuber, so that's why I'm kind of like a little media trained, I guess.
Awesome.
Yeah, but it's been a pleasure to be on. If you ever want to have me back on, that's fine. My socials though, my socials are for Foxtales at Playtable GG on Twitter X. And then also at We the Indies. Again, it's like We the People, but We the Indies. And the website is wetheindies.com.
Nice.
If you want to learn more about that information.
I'm actually gonna look it up right now as we're
So,
talking.
Yeah.
So I don't forget.
If you haven't already, go play Foxtale because the demo is out. Also, wishlist it.
Let me know what you
Also-
think.
Yeah, and then give them feedback, and also check out what We the Indie is, and if you have anyone who's interested around, probably like tell them about this as well. That'd be awesome. This is super.
Zero cost for indie, no risk at all.
Yeah, no
I'm not a
risk.
weirdo. I'm not going to steal your data or anything like that. It's just I really just want to help you guys succeed, and at the same time, in the back end, I'll hopefully be able to make my game, and you'll be able to make more games yourself.
Don't send it to me because I will steal your data.
Oh, no.
Sorry. It's the mustache. It makes me evil.
It's a good look.
Okay. But thank you everyone for watching. If you haven't already, subscribe and follow us everywhere. We're also on Minimap. Just come hang out with us. We're on all social channels. Follow Zach and Anthony's stream as well, and also follow Chandler's
What?
social channels. And Twitter.
Not me.
Show them some support.
And
But
then-
anyways, Chandler, you should definitely come back when you are nearly launching. You're near launching date.
Definitely.
For Foxtale.
I'd love to be on. Yeah, Foxtale might be a few years, so I don't know. Maybe we could plan. We could schedule that out, and I'll be there.
Yeah.
We the Indies will be maybe in a month or two or so. Then we can-
Do you have a Steam
Yes.
page?
for Foxtale.
Yeah,
Yes. If you go to the Twitter at Playtable
because
GG.
we played it off of Steam, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you forgetting? things?
Are you forgetting? How'd you play it?
Demo? How'd you
No.
play the demo if you didn't go to Steam?
I brain sticky.
Okay, everyone.
All right, we'll continue. We'll continue on.
Everyone, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Go play Foxtale demo and press wishlist if you can.
Bye,
Yes.
everyone.
Push it
Bye.
hard.
Everyone,
Smush it.
and we love you, Zach,
Love you too, buddy.
even if you're forgetful.
I'm old. Are you my grandchild? Hey, nurse, it's time for my sponge bath.
Okay.